If you get this question wrong, the rest of the interview becomes harder than it needs to be, because tell me about yourself isn't small talk. It isn't a warm-up, it's positioning. It's the moment the panel decides how to see you for the rest of the interview. And a lot of people waste it. They either recite their CV, or they can ramble, or they go so far back you end up in school. Today, I'll show you how to answer it properly so you sound clear, credible, and easy to hire. This is Mente Inside Recruitment. So I've coached candidates at every level, and this question consistently separates people who get offers from people who don't. Not because one group is always more capable, but because one group positions themselves better. That makes it easy for the panel to understand who they are, what they bring, and why it matters. So let's talk about what the panel is really asking. When the panel says, "Tell me about yourself," they're not asking for your life story. They're usually asking for 4 things. What are you professionally? What are you known for? What evidence proves that? And why are you here? They want a clear professional summary, a headline, a way to mentally place you. Because once they have that framework in their head, everything else you say fits onto it. If you don't give them that framework, they create one themselves. And you won't always like the version that they create. So here are some of the most common mistakes people make when answering this question. Number 1, the CV walkthrough. It's long. They say, I started here, then moved here, then I did this, and it just kind of snowballs from there. That's information, it's not positioning. Number 2 might be being too personal too early. So talking about personality without linking it to performance. And 3, just rambling. You just start talking and hope that you land somewhere strong. 4, using the same answer for every interview without linking it to the role in front of you. So what can you do to have success here? Here's the structure I'd like you to use. Think of it like the trailer, right? Not the full film. You're giving them the highlights so that they want to see more. 4 parts: who you are professionally, what you're known for, 1 or 2 clear results that you've delivered, and why this role makes sense for you now. That bit is important. When I say work results, I mean outcomes that you achieved in your job. So that might be something that you improved, something that reduced, something that increased, something that was delivered, something changed because you were there. That's what an outcome is. Here's the simple template that you can adopt. So I am whatever my job is, with experience in this environment or sector. I'm known for a strength that fits into this role. In my most recent position, I delivered X result. And if you've got a second, put that in there as well. I'm now looking for this type of role that I'm applying for, interviewing here, because, and this is important, it needs to be something that is linked to that organization. And then you finish it off with something closing like, I'd like to bring that same approach here. It's clear, it's grounded, it's professional. So let's make it practical. Here are a few examples that put that structure into effect. So let's say I'm in administration. It might look like, I'm an administrative professional with experience supporting busy teams. I'm known for being organised and calm under pressure. In my last role, I improved the tracking system for requests, which reduced errors and helped the team respond faster. I'm now looking for a role where I can support a larger team with clear processes, and from what I've seen, that's something this organisation values. So that's just tying in that bit that's about them. If I'm a nurse, it might sound like, I'm a registered nurse with experience in acute ward settings. I'm known for staying calm in high pressure situations and advocating clearly for patients. In my current role, I helped reduce medication errors by tightening handover checks, and I supported newly qualified staff through structured mentoring. I'm now looking for a role in a team that prioritises safe staffing and professional development, and that's what attracted me to this post. Again, reinforcing that this is an effort that you've taken. This is a company that you really want to work for, not just that you've applied everywhere. And you need to do this as a senior leader as well, of course. So if I'm in operations, I'm an operations leader with experience building stable teams in regulated environments. I'm known for improving performance through clear standards and supportive leadership. In my last role, I reduced turnover and improved service quality scores by strengthening onboarding and accountability. I'm now looking for a role where long-term quality matters more than short-term fixes, and that aligns with what this organisation is focused on. So do you notice the pattern there? Professional identity, strength, evidence, then the alignment. You just have to make sure that you tailor it properly. And tailoring doesn't mean exaggerating, it means connecting. Instead of saying, I've always wanted to work here, say something specific. For example, I'm looking for a role where quality and consistency matter, and from what I've seen, that's central to how this organisation operates. Or it might be, I'm looking for a team with clear leadership and accountability, and that's something that I understand is important here too. You're showing you've thought about the move, not just applied everywhere. How you deliver this matters as well, and this links directly to the previous video, the tell me about yourself question that sets the tone for the entire interview. If you ramble here, the panel is going to brace, they're expecting more of that for the rest of the interview. If you're clear and measured, then the panel is likely to relax. So slow down, pause after your first sentence, let your headline land. You don't need to rush. Sometimes the panel will interrupt with a following question, but that's not necessarily a bad sign. It usually means that you've said something specific enough to interest them. So answer their follow-up question, and if you need to, come back to your final line. You can say, just to complete the picture, XXX, and finish your alignment point. So what can you do right now to help yourself? Here's what I want you to write down. Who you are professionally, what you are known for, 1 or 2 specific results that you've delivered in your job, and why this role, the role that you're applying for, makes sense right now. Bullet points. Then practice it out loud until it sounds natural. If it feels vague, add clearer results. If it feels long, tighten it. Get it concise. In the next episode, we're going to talk about confidence versus competence, because confident delivery is often mistaken for capability, and quieter professionals can often be underestimated as well. So if you want to present the best version of yourself without becoming someone that you're not, subscribe. We're continuing to build interview skills properly here, and I'll see you in the next one.